Good afternoon, CFM. We're gonna go hit the sleds today. So I've got a quicker warm up so that we can get right to the action. Let's begin with 2 minutes of your choice warm up pace cardio and then come out for 3 quick rounds. What we're gonna do is some lizard steps. So I'm gonna start in our push up position and then from here, step forward. Try to get the front shin vertical, the front foot flat, right next to your hands. Back to the plank position, and then step forward with the other leg. If the back knee touches the ground, this is totally fine. What we're doing is trying to warm up the hip flexor on the pulling side, stretch the hip flexor on the straight side, okay? So pull and stretch, pull and stretch. After you get done with 3 steps on each side, we're gonna do 2 reps of a candlestick. So this is just a nice loosen up for the back. Make sure you do not flop or slam hard on the ground. It should be a controlled roll to your butt. If you need to use like a kettlebell, I'll show you here. This is a really good modification where I'm holding it out in front of me for balance and I'm letting it set me down nice and easy and then rolling back to my feet to pick it up, okay? If you can do it without that, you just use your hands for balance and roll back and then back to your feet and stand tall. And then right into 5 reps of a warm-up back squat, and 5 is the number of the day today. We're doing 5x5 back squats, shooting for a 85% straight across. If you need to escalate a little bit as we go through, or even de-escalate a little bit as we go through, 85% should be close to a max working load for a set of 5 back squats. So if you want to go like 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, or 85, and you're like, holy cow, I can't get a second set at 85 and need to drop to 82, that's totally fine. As long as we're kind of targeting right around that range and we're getting 5 sets of 5 reps at that working load, then we will achieve the mission for today, resting in the 2 to 3 minute range between each set, okay? When we finish that, put the bars on the ground, unload down to our 95, 65, or somewhere in a relatively medium working load for a bent over barbell row, and the rest of our stuff is outside, okay? So what we'll do is we'll go outside. I'm gonna do 1 reverse sled pull. So when we do the reverse sled pull, we'll have the straps out there. You can just put them around the horns of the sled and we are just walking backwards. I'm gonna kind of simulate that here. When we're walking backwards, the posture that I want on your body is a normal athletic stance. So I want you to try to stay mostly upright. Make sure you don't have so much on the sled that you are like leaned way backwards like this, with the goal being I want you to be able to go toe to heel, right? Toe to heel, so we are getting your foot behind your hips and your knees every step that you take on the reverse sled drag. So it's reverse sled drag one direction. Now I'm gonna do 5 jumping air squats, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As I hit that last jumping air squat, I'll go down low horns on the sled, pushing back, okay? So since we're using 2 alternate pushing and pulling techniques for today, we'll keep the weight in the middle range. So think at the most like 2 plates. Some of the guys can be at the 1.5 plate range. Ladies, in the 1 plate range is great, but make sure that you're able to move the sled relatively consistently at a moderate pace. So not too easy, not too hard. After the second sled push, another 5 jumping squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure we're getting all the way down. It's not just a bend the knees and jump. It's actually squat full depth and then jump. Then come back in 25 and 20 calories on the bike, and then finish with a set of 12 bent over barbell rows. Try to get these 12 reps in a row without stopping, right? So the weight is intentionally a little bit lighter. 95, 65 should be that moderate medium weight, so make sure you pick it right for you. 12 reps, you should feel a good burn in the lats, the biceps, as well as all the posture muscles in your back, the middle of your back, the upper back when you finish that. And we're just doing 3 rounds for effort here. So the clock will be running, but I don't want you to allow technique to break down on either the sled push, bent over barbell row, or anything else that we do today. So if you're going to do one thing, or if you're going to place your effort in one basket, I would say it's the sleds. That's what we want to do for today, and let everything else kind of revolve around the sleds. Rest in between those, but still try to push yourself to jump really high, push really fast, pull really fast, okay? And that's it for today. I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you on Wednesday.